Guys, welcome back to Triple Threat Podcast. It's me, Carl, Ben, and Michael. All right, we're going to talk about award races and who we think are going to win because it's that time of year.
Don't forget to
All right.
comment, and become our third or fourth subscriber.
Yeah, and you'll get a plaque that I'm not going to make for you.
We can't be promising things here, Carl. We can't be promising things.
How do we not have three subscribers yet?
3?
We'll do a giveaway.
Which one of us is lacking right now?
Yeah, it's not me because that's this. Yeah.
Carl.
You'll have to.
I think the other, I think a subscriber.
I
might get my mom to subscribe.
Say I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Bro, you're not even subscribed to our channel.
All right, I'll lock in and subscribe right after this, and I'm going to give myself a plaque.
Everyone do what Carl's doing. All right. First, all right. The first award that we'll talk about is Sixth Man of the Year. So, as of April 13th, the two clear favorites of the award is Keldon Johnson and Jamie Jaquez. I'm pronouncing it wrong, aren't I? Junior? Jaime Jaquez? Okay. It's silent, that's right, because he's Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah, Mexican, yeah.
Well,
is he the best Mexican player in the NBA?
So, Sixth Man of the Year is Jaime Jaquez and Keldon Johnson?
Yes, but Keldon Johnson is, like, betting-wise, the clear favorite.
I don't know if he was raised in Mexico. I don't know.
Who knows? Anyways, Keldon Johnson is averaging 13.2 points a game, 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists about. Played 82 games. That's Keldon Johnson. And then Jaime Jaquez, 15.4 points, 5 rebounds, almost 5 assists in 75 games. What do we think?
Why is Keldon a lock at negative 800 and Jaime Jaquez? Is Jaime Jaquez like terrible on defense or something?
Maybe
his stats are better.
That could be the deal, but like his stats are like looking at it better, but
well, Keldon's on a better team, so maybe that's
I personally feel like Keldon Johnson's the clear winner for 2 main reasons. One is that Keldon Johnson is on the Spurs, of which the Spurs are a much better team. And their stats are not that much, off. Like, they're pretty similar stats.
Mm-hmm.
And the second reason being the fact that their stats are so close. And, yes, the Heat are good, but they also have had Tyler Hero be out for extended time. And they don't really have, like, a clear, number 1 guy other than Bam. Or, sorry, number 2 guy right now, I guess I could say. They have Norman Powell, but, Norman Powell's not like an all-star. Bam's he's a really good player, a really great defender. He had his 83-point game, but it's not like the Spurs, right?
Second best scorer of all time.
They got a lot of firing power on the Spurs, so theoretically, Keldon Johnson shouldn't be as impactful, but he is.
That's true.
He's been great all year. And
that's true.
And he's played those 82 games.
Yeah. He played all games. Yep.
Consistent. Being available is really important in the NBA nowadays.
Yeah, Jaime Jaquez, he practically made every single game too, but
16, 5, and 5 is a really good stat line too.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it a contract year for him? Is he trying to get a bigger contract? Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's what you do.
He's playing great, but I think Keldon Johnson's clear favorite. Is not kind of sucks. There's not too much to talk about for this.
Yeah.
The other guys.
Junior shout out.
Yeah.
Who else?
It was Naz Reid and Reed Shepherd as well, but we're not even thinking about them as contenders for this award. Which kind of sucks.
Could be a little bit more recently.
Maybe, but even then, yeah. I don't know.
I still think Keldon deserves it, but I do think that Reed Shepherd could be in the conversation. But
true.
It's kind of like how there's 5 MVP candidates who are all in the conversation, but really only a couple of them are actually contending for the MVP.
Yeah, I know.
So,
all right, moving on.
Contending for the MVP.
Moving on to most improved player. This is probably one of the closest races of all of them, except for maybe MVP. But the front runners, we have Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Duren, Denny Avdia, and Jalen Johnson. All these guys are averaging 20 plus points a game. We got Duren averaging 10 rebounds, Johnson averaging 10 rebounds, 8 assists. We got they all hover around the 70 games played mark, but I don't know, who would you guys choose to be most improved?
It's so sad for me because last season I was really, really big on Jalen Duren, and he seems to have had that step up. But there's a guy who's been a more improved player, and that's Nikhil Alexander-Walker. So I want Jalen Duren to win it, but Nikhil Alexander-Walker is a favorite for a reason.
Yes, I agree. I think Nikhil Alexander-Walker definitely deserves this award. I mean, it's like night and day of the difference between this year and all his other years. Like, it's.
Now, Michael, I know you really, really like Jalen Johnson. He was good last season, but
no, that's my thing with him. Like, Jalen Johnson, you could argue is probably the best player of those four, but he still had a really good year the season before. So like,
he didn't have the most improved season.
Yes.
I already thought Jalen Johnson was a dog, and he just proved it to me this year. But like all those other guys, I think deserve it more than him in terms of improvement in 1 year. But the only thing that I thought was, I do think that Nikhil deserves the award, but I also thought that Jalen Duren and Denny both deserve like bigger talks just because of the type of league they made, right? I mean, more so Denny personally, because Denny went from playing on the Wizards to then playing for the Blazers, having a great second half last year, to becoming like almost a just lock for all-star all year. And made the most impact out of almost any player other than like the MVP candidates in the league.
Yeah, Denny Avdia is definitely
just like lock him out. But
I think with Jalen Johnson getting rid of Trae Young and putting the ball in his hands more just makes sense because he's already a dog. So him winning most improved this season doesn't make too much. Well, I mean, it does make sense, but he was already good last season. They just gave him more, opportunity, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think the reason why Denny would also, I think Denny is more of a number 2 for me than Jalen Duren, because I mean the efficiency that he scores at, along with the playmaking, I think the playmaking ability is what sets him a step above Duren in terms of like how much he's improved from the year prior. I think just that playmaking is more of a difficult thing to improve upon. Like it's like a struggle that a lot of NBA players have.
Yeah, Denny really shows us what the point forward is in the NBA for sure.
Yeah.
We got any other comments on the most improved?
Well, it's kind of cool or funny that Nikhil Alexander-Walker's going to win Sixth Man of the Year and his cousin's going to win MVP probably. I think that's funny. So, spoiler.
Carl's the blog.
Spoiler.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you missed it? Okay.
Okay, moving on to much closer races here. We got Rookie of the Year. Now, obviously, number 1, number 2, Cooper Flag, Con Knuckle. Of quick shout out to BJ Edgecombe, who was leader of the beginning of the NBA season. Dylan Harper, also worth a shout out, having a great season with the
He's been on a
Spurs.
bad team.
Yep,
He's been on
but
a bad team. He's averaging like 18 points per game.
yeah, exactly. What do you guys think about Cooper Flag and Con Knuppel?
This is a hard one.
You go first.
So for me, I feel like this question of who's the rookie of the year comes down to, do you think that a player that has a higher scoring, total throughout the year on a team that isn't very good deserves it, or a player that's had a little bit less on a team that's a lot better deserves it, right? Because Cooper Flag, he wasn't dropping 50 at the beginning of the year, but he's been insane the last couple months.
He's been insane.
But at the same time, it's Cooper Flag show right now.
Yeah.
Knuppel, he's been a little colder the last couple weeks, but he's been pretty consistent all year with his shooting. I mean, the numbers show he's had the best shooting, the 3-point shooting performance ever for a rookie, pretty much. And so that's what makes it really hard. Personally, I lean more towards. I don't know where I lean, actually. That's such a hard question.
It is really difficult because it's like, on one hand, you got Con, who's setting records for rookies, and then you got Cooper Flag also setting records. And it's kind of like, I don't know, what's more impressive?
Dude, honestly, if it were my choice, and I don't think this is what will happen, but I would do the co-rookie of the year thing again. Like, it hasn't happened.
Who was the last co-rookie?
Huh?
Who was the last?
Oh man, who was that?
I don't remember
I feel like I should know this. Was it Jason Kidd and another guy? No.
Maybe. I would want that too. I think, like, it just feels wrong not voting for Con, but like at the same time, like, you just can't vote like against Cooper Flag. Like, 50 points as an 18-year-old, 18? 19? As a teenager, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, crazy. Yeah.
I think he's either got, I don't know. I think he's got the 18-year-old most point record, and the most points ever by a rookie. So, yeah, it is what it is. The only thing I have to say is I feel like Con Knuppel's impact and fit for the Hornets is really good, and I think he did really well because he got the green light to shoot, but he knew his role, and I think he fit really well into that role that the Hornets wanted. For Cooper Flag, they were kind of experimenting with him really early on. Remember when he was playing point guard?
Yeah.
And I think he improved throughout the year, but I don't know. It's tough for me because they both set records. Cooper's younger. He was a primary option for his team, but they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think because
winning.
I'm trying to think of it more. I feel like you got to think about what is the rookie of the year. Rookie of the year is the player that had the best year as the rookie. Like they're this year they played the best out of all the other rookies. And so in my mind, I'm like, is it really fair to say because Cooper Flag didn't play on the Hornets or because he didn't play on a different team and he doesn't deserve it, right? Just because his team ended up not being as good. Like, it's really hard as a rookie when you're the only person, that's there all year playing. To be in the play-in tournament. Because it's not like the Hornets are even, a top-seeded team. They're the 9th seed. They won one game. They might be in the playoffs. They're a lot better than the Mavericks, but they're not like, it's not like they're top in the East. So I don't know. I personally think if I had to choose, I'd go Cooper Flag, which is really hard to do. But
Yeah,
It's just,
I think it would be like obvious if Cooper played more games because Con only missed one game, and Cooper only played 69 games. But
Con missed one game all year,
yeah, he played 81.
and didn't he have less points than Cooper Flag this year? Like
Ma-
total
Well,
points.
it probably
I feel like he did. That's kind of crazy.
it is kind of crazy, yeah. But Cooper's nuts.
273 threes times.
73. What?
Also, Coop's top 3 in like every stat category possible as a
For his
rookie this
team,
year.
yeah.
He's just had a really good year.
Yeah.
Cooper, really
I
good
do want
for
to
his
mention. I
team.
know it's not exactly on the same topic, but it's a similar topic. There's a lot of rookies this year that have been really good, especially the back half of the season, and I feel like a lot of these rookies candidates will have a really good chance to be most improved next year. Like
Yeah.
one guy
Jeremiah
really
Fears had a
is
40-point
Max
game.
right now. The center for the Kings. I feel like if they do something with Sabonis, like if they end up dishing him off or something, he could have such an insane year next year.
Very true. Yeah. Good prediction.
That's just something else.
Okay.
Good prediction.
Oh.
All right, moving on to
Good rookie class.
yeah, it is a great rookie class. Next year's gonna be fun too. All right, DPOY. Our front runners here are Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, and Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobstopper. What do you
Rudy
think, Carl?
Gobstopper.
Can anybody realistically make an argument against Wembanyama?
No. I don't. Yeah,
I can't.
he's too dominant. Like
There's
the only
gonna be
reason
some-
he didn't win last year was because he got a blood clot. That was stupid. But yeah,
And they didn't want a rookie winning his rookie season. Yeah, when he was a rookie, they didn't want him winning. So
there's gonna be some
I don't
weird
know.
video about like percentages of like defensive rating, all of this stuff. But like, I don't even know any of the stats really. I just know that the Spurs are the 2 seed. When I watch Spurs games and Wemby's on the court, people are scared.
yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. Chet and Rudy are still really good defenders, but it's just like I don't know. Victor Wembanyama takes it to an entirely new level somehow. Like it's completely different. The range that he's able to cover is absurd.
Yeah, and he does it all while putting up MVP caliber like offensive stats as well.
Yeah.
So it's
I think earlier this, it is insane. Earlier this season, there's a video of Jaylen Brown talking about best two-way players, and he's like, "I consider myself first," but then there's Wemby, and we don't even count him. We don't even count him.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I think that's from an NBA player saying that. That's, how can you argue against
an
that?
NBA player. He's also an MVP caliber NBA player saying that.
Yeah, exactly. He's a really good player. Jaylen Brown was talking about that. Yeah.
But you can't count Wemby because he's
talking about this though.
Alien.
Yeah. People don't normally get talked about. That's something people say about like Kobe, LeBron James. Straight up.
All right.
If there's any conversation there, it's Wemby now.
It's Wemby. It's Wemby. All right, for
You made the
NBA.
requirements too.
Yeah, you did. All right, NBA MVP. This is one of the hardest categories, I think. 3 obvious dudes. We got Victor Wembanyama, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Nikola Jokic. And for fun, I threw in Luka Doncic, but I don't think he's played enough to. I mean, if he played enough, like more games, he would be a serious contender. But just because he like barely met that threshold, because he argued with not argued, but like petitioned for the NBA to allow him to be in that the voting.
Yeah, he filed for the extraordinary circumstances, whatever.
Yeah, but I think it's obvious that it's either Shea, Victor, or Jokic. So, who'd you guys?
Well, hot take. the NBA hates Jokic, they're not going to give it to Wemby. They're going to give it to Shea. That's my take.
Really? Well, who would you vote for,
NBA
though?
voters hate Nikola Jokic because of, he's so good. And then I don't think Wembanyama scores enough for them to seriously vote for him. So they're going to give it to the guy averaging 31 on the best team in the West, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah.
But who would you vote for?
Oh, I love Wembanyama. I want Wembanyama to win it, but he's not going to win it.
He's not going to win
Realistically.
Yeah.
If he does, I'm going to be very, very happy. But I don't think it's going to happen.
See, I don't want to say too biasly. I want Wembanyama to win it. I don't know if I can say he completely deserves it or not. I'd have to think about it a little bit more. But I don't know. It's hard to say that, the best player on the best team in the West that just won the MVP doesn't deserve it again. But the thing that I do think that might set Shea over the threshold there is the fact that he's been so consistently good all year. And Wembanyama has had, he's insane, right? And Jokic is an insane player, but they both had their stretches where they were not quite the guy. Wembanyama got hurt and Jokic got hurt, and Wemby came off the bench for a few games. And, Jokic, he came back and he wasn't the same guy for a few weeks. And that might make the difference in the race. I don't know. And I also don't want to say, one person or the other because of recency bias, right? Wemby just had 3 out of 4 games in a row where he dropped 40 points and had 5 blocks or something crazy. I don't know. It wasn't 5 blocks, but he had a couple really good games at the end of the year. That makes me a little more biased towards him. But I do think in the end, like Carl was saying, Shea will probably win it, but I do want Wembanyama to win it.
Well, my argument would be the Thunder only finished, 2 wins above? Below? Shoot. The Thunder finished 2 wins above the Spurs, yeah?
Yeah.
My argument would be, we've seen the Spurs play the Thunder 3-4 times or 5 times this year.
About that.
And
I'm not even gonna lie.
That's true.
the Spurs dominated. They won, and because of Wemby, I don't know, I would vote for Wemby or Jokic, honestly. But it's for me, it's 1A, 1B. And Shea is a close number 2. But I don't know. Jokic is so good. If me personally, I think Jokic is the best player. Yeah, I know. Jokic is so good, but I can see how, because Jokic, I don't know, Jokic and Wemby barely met the threshold for 65 games, and Shea was only 3 games over it. I don't know. It's tough. I think I would vote for Wemby because I don't know. I just would. I have no reasoning behind it. I think I would just vote for Wemby. That's just what my gut is telling me. You take Wemby off the Spurs, I'm sure they're still good, but you could also take Shea off the Thunder, and they would still be good. So it's just kind of hard to. Jokic is the one guy where it's if you take him off the team, they suck. That's the issue.
That's not true. They got Jamal Murray, bro. They were winning games, a lot of games with Jamal Murray. And
I guess.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I had the same perspective until this year. Yeah, dude. Jamal was having 40-point triple doubles for a whole month, bro.
Didn't he make All-Star team for the first time?
Should have.
Yeah. I know he was one of those guys who deserved it for a long time and never made it, but this season he deserved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now CJ McCollum needs to get his.
He's too old now. That's the issue. I can't believe he didn't get one. He had a couple of years where he was averaging 22 to 24 points, shooting 40-something% from 3, and he didn't make it. It's actually because he played in Portland. He's not gonna make an All-Star team.
He's probably the best player to never get one, if you ask me. But
he's one of them. Yeah.
No.
He's definitely.
something. I don't really keep track of every non All-Star player of all time. I'm only 22, so
Yeah. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's so dumb. There's some people like, I don't know. It's actually crazy. He's never been in an All-Star game. You can't have more than one All-Star in Portland. It's not allowed.
yeah. No, literally, bro. Hey, maybe next year, maybe we get Dame and Denny. You know what I'm saying? Get the
Maybe.
duo.
No, but
Maybe
people are
we
gonna be
get
like,
three.
Danny. Okay, well, we all know. I mean, I think it's safe to assume Dame's usage is gonna go way down, and his
Yeah, probably.
scoring is gonna go way down. So I doubt that he. I don't know. I mean, I could see an All-Star. I could see it. I could see it if he like heals and like if he's healing really good from this injury. He's got
They're
one.
giving him a lot of time.
I think he's got like 1 year to make an All-Star, and then he's gonna get old.
Oh yeah,
and,
no,
yeah.
I'm not gonna have many chances to get many more All-Stars. I think he's on the back end, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he's close to where Russ is at now, but he's getting there, man. He's close to where Russ is at right now.
Yeah, Dame can
I'm
shoot.
sorry.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about.
We talking about.
Far into Dame's career that Dame is right now, and how he's gonna start regressing really quickly.
We said that.
Say really quickly, but he's getting close to that point.
Yeah, the only chance Portland has in the recent years to get. Well, I don't know. I love Shea. I mean, who knows? Maybe Shane Sharp somehow. Give Shane Sharp.
Bro.
I'm not saying next year. I'm saying like 2-3 years.
Yeah, I guess there's a chance, but like they're not. It's Portland, bro. It's not gonna happen.
That's true. I feel because Shea is like a CJ McCollum, where he's gonna be like a pure scorer, and that's about it. Not like a.
Then they trade him for value.
No, they won't trade him. No.
We might have a better chance of getting Klingon at the All-Star game. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really? Maybe.
Bro,
Maybe I could see like if his 3-point
blocks, doubles every game, probably.
If you can get his scoring up to what, 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Chet made the All-Star game,
yes,
I think that
yeah,
he has a good chance.
Yeah, we just need a good record, and yeah.
Did Chet make it this year?
True.
I feel
And
like
Klingon needs to make his layups.
feel like it.
Dude, he needs to make some. He scored.
Yeah, it's his layups. His layups are well. He does so good on the O board. I mean, like his paint percentage is probably really low because they're counting all the like the tipped shot attempts that he does, like his little offensive boards. But yeah, he does miss way too many little 2-foot shots. It is a little annoying, but
What is he? 7'2"? He's a big guy.
Big boy.
he's a big guy.
But if he can do that, this is only a second.
Cling clong, cling
Yeah.
clong.
Yeah, dude. I do think that a lot of these races are just so dang close, and it's so hard to judge on though. Back to the award racing.
Oh yeah, back to what
Like-
we're supposed to be talking about. Yeah.
Back to it.
Yeah.
MVP is just so hard to say this year. I mean, every year it's been like that for a while.
Yes.
Jokic or Shea. Now we got Wemby healthy. It's like it's so hard to choose between any three. And then Luka, dude, like Luka's healthy, and now it's. I mean,
Yeah, if Luka
he
played.
had a good freaking year.
Yeah, if Luka played 70 games, it's a completely different story. I mean, Lakers
Oh, yeah.
Lakers
He was
would
close to
probably be a
35
3
points a game.
seed. Yeah. Yeah.
He would have won it off that, probably.
I mean, bro, imagine Luka in the 2010s, like with all those the LeBrons and the Kevin Durant's, like he might have won a couple over LeBron with how he's playing this year. It's just it's that crazy. But it's just the inflation.
Remember how
the inflation of stats is kind of making it harder.
Remember how the league gave Joel Embiid a pity MVP?
Yeah.
I
I didn't like
hope they
that.
don't
That
give
was
Embiid
like
a pity MVP.
that felt like they got tired of voting for Jokic. So they voted. I mean, don't get me wrong, Embiid was playing nuts that year. But like at the same
He averaged
time, that was
33
like
points, right?
Jokic was going insane too. So yeah.
Yeah.
pity MVP.
That was
Then
the year Jokic won.
then he
his
fell off the cliff.
ring. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You think if he won it that year and this year, he'd be like, Jokic would be closer to, GOAT status?
Dude,
Like
I feel
tops?
like he's.
That's true.
Jeez, Jokic is. I would say like a top 15,
Top 10 at least.
I was gonna say
Oh, top 15?
like all time players.
Okay, I don't know. I think that I don't know if I can say right now he's top 10, but I think when it's all said and done, he'll like for sure be there.
Oh,
I
okay,
can
yeah,
see
I
him
could
at-
see that. I
at
could see that. I mean,
8.
I could see that. Yeah, but I think top 15 for sure right now.
Because what if he gets another?
I mean-
another championship, bro.
Maybe 15 to 20 range. But yeah, if he gets another championship, very much could be this year he gets another championship. He's going to be
Yeah.
in the championship
He-
contention for the next 3 years for sure.
Who would I put him over? It's interesting. I haven't really thought about placing him too much, but he definitely deserves a nod for top 15, like Ben says. But if I had to put him top 10, gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
I'd really make a board and like figure it out because I don't even know who's
Yeah.
in my top 10 right now. There's just it's so
I
Maybe
got a good
that
idea
could be a
who top
future
3.
future video. We just rank our top
Yeah.
15 NBA
Yeah.
players of all time.
we better do it now before more people start watching because I don't want all this hate when
You guys don't have a top 10 in your heads? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong
guys
with
don't
you?
No,
know
not
top
that.
ballers?
It's people hating on our top 10s because we leave somebody out.
That's
That's
true.
not-
Yeah, that would be true. I mean, like, I feel like my
You
list
left
might.
out Julius Irving. I was a big
Oh.
fan of Julius Irving. Where's he? Come on.
My list would probably
They don't
be
matter.
a little weird to some people. Like, I'm not a big fan of the old time players because I'm very realistic about, like, if they're playing in today's game, they would not be nearly as good. So just, like, I think the time period
But
when
are
I.
we measuring them by what they accomplished?
I mean, yeah, but what they accomplished,
Like
but
for
also
Bill
at the same time, like, their skill and what they were playing against. Like, I think my cutoff to, like, when the NBA started to get a lot more serious is probably around the 90s. So I still have Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. But people like
I like
Bill Russell, don't get me wrong, I think he's still a really great player. But, like, I don't think he was playing against anyone nearly as good as people we have right now coming off the bench. Like,
Yeah.
my list would be whack.
It's
Well,
too
we'll
bad
save. We'll have
that-
to save this for. We'll have to save this for another time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't
Too
want to
bad.
talk too much because I got too much going with my
No,
brain.
exactly. Yeah, this could be. That would be a long episode, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got any more awards?
All right. So we got MVP down, right?
No, I think we got everything.
We
That's
talked about
everything.
it
We
for a
did MVP, 6-man.
We did. Clutch player.
What about this
Oh, there's. I
Clutch
never.
player,
Is there something
Clutch player,
else?
and Coach of the Year.
Oh. All right. Let's do Coach of the Year because I actually know the candidates for that. I think it's obviously Joe Mazzulla.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like,
think
without
so.
a doubt, that dude's nuts in a good way. Like,
I love Joe Mazzulla. He's fun.
yeah, he's fun. I think,
Yeah.
I was
like-
thinking the Spurs coach, but
yeah. I mean, he's a contender, but just like the expectations that the Celtics have. I mean, like even we had the Celtics as like a
Oh,
7
we had 'em,
seed,
like,
8
at a-
seed. I mean, I was predicting them to be a top 5, but that was bold.
I was low on that.
But
I didn't maybe two.
I mean, it wasn't even crazy that like everybody had them in the bottom half of playoffs. So like what they've done this year is insane.
Yeah.
True.
He just brings players, I think, to a higher level of themselves.
Would the Raptors coach be mentionable too. They're a playoff team.
Yeah.
Maybe,
know.
but I think they fell off second half of
No.
the year. And I think that's where
Yeah.
they kind of lost.
What about Blazers? We fired our head coach.
I was
Brought in a
saying
new
Tiago,
one.
bro. Tiago. No.
We can give them we'll give them our own award. We'll give them the best backup to a gambling head coach award.
Duop Wreath Award.
The Duop Rita
Yep.
award.
Yeah, just Larry O'Brien, the doo-wop. I don't know.
Yeah.
Duop.
The
Okay, clutch. I have no idea.
clutch. Yeah, I have no clue. I'm trying to think of.
I think you got to put.
I'll look
Shea
it up
there.
real quick. Yeah, you talk, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure Shea is like a top 2 guy right now for that.
After Kobe White's. After Kobe
Dude,
White.
yeah, that was kind of nasty, but clutch.
I don't
plays.
think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Shea's at minus 5,000. And then
Oh.
the next guy is Jamal Murray with plus 1,500.
Okay.
So it's like definitely going to Shea. 100%.
I mean, he gamed he gamed the Pistons twice in the same game.
Yeah, and I remember Shea hit some crazy shots over, like, I think they played the Nuggets, and he hit like a nice Dame sidestep 3 for game.
Man,
He's
I didn't
too
watch
good.
enough of the Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
But
I didn't draft anybody on fantasy for that team. What can I say? Well, that's not true. I had Chet.
Yeah,
I'm not watching for Chet.
Yeah, me neither. Gosh.
I wonder if Curry was healthy all year, would he have been like, more in the conversation for that award or not?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
He just didn't play
Yeah.
nearly enough games to really tell, but
I feel like if
Definitely.
he was healthy, he probably would have, because they'd be in a lot more situations where they need Curry to be clutch, and he's always the guy. But
Weird.
like, how many games realistically are the Thunder close to losing in the year?
yeah, actually, if we had Damian Lillard, he would win.
Actually, you're 100% right.
We would have been number 3 seed with Damian Lillard.
Dame won the 3-point contest without
right.
even playing a single game.
That's
year.
right.
I think he would have easily won the any award he wanted with his left hand, because he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. Any final comments?
No. I mean,
Well,
good year for hoops.
don't do drugs.
Today was like,
Don't
this
do-
year was like
That's
sort
how.
of like the best year for basketball in like a long time, like one of the most viewed years in the last like 20 years or something.
Oh yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
I think it's just because we've got enjoyable stars, and we've also got lots of good teams. Yang Hansen. Talking about most improved player for next year, Yang Hansen. Talking about Blazers' second All-Star.
What you know about the Twin Towers, huh?
Twin Towers.
Bling Klong and never mind.
Big Tariff.
Yeah, Big Tariff.
Big Tariff. Big T.
Oh man.
Charles locked, guys.
I hope he develops well.
And if you want to be locked too,
sad.
hit that like and subscribe button.
Hey, I like that.
Keep it in. Cut.
Close it off, Carl. Close it off. Remember, close it off.
All right. Thanks for watching. God bless. Have a good one.
Don't do drugs.
See you next time.